Hey, what's up guys, it's me again and welcome back to my channel, Mayta What Ifs. Today I am back with a new story. The name of the story is What If Naruto Called Out to the Heavens? And yeah guys, it is an unscripted story and my own idea. Now a little bit of disclaimer, this is going to be a lot of sad story, so yeah, heads up for that. And moving onwards, sorry for not uploading quite a lot here. I've been not well. It's kind of a weird condition, like in the daytime I'm okay, but in the nighttime I have a huge fever. Like I can't move and my whole body's burning up. I've changed the doctor for the third time. I'm feeling a lot better. Hopefully, I will be able to, recover from this. Once I do, I'll be properly uploading here as well. And yeah, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel and follow me on my Apologia channel as well if you haven't done so already. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins in Konoha Gakure no Sato. 3 years after the QB attack. 3 years since Minato Namikaze himself has defeated the QB by sealing it into his twins, Menma and Naruto. How did he do that? He split the chakra and the soul of the Biju and placed it within his two children. And one of them, being Menma, was considered the hero, while Naruto was kept hidden for the time being from the public of Konoha. As now we go towards the estate of the Uzumaki and Namikaze household, where we see in the backyard Kushina Uzumaki was training her son Menma. And currently Menma was seated down under the shade of a tree that was in the backyard and focusing on unlocking his chakra. Focus, Menma. You can do this. As watching from the window from upstairs was a pair of red eyes with slits in them. This was Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, the second twin that was kept hidden from the populace of Konoha and was kept here mostly in the home. Why was that? Because of two things. As these two were the eyes and facial features of Naruto, because Naruto contained some similarities with the Nine Tails because of him being the Jinchuriki of the soul. And secondly, because he was weak and has weakened chakra coils. He could still train in them and could strengthen them, but it would take a lot of time. And because of the shortage of time, because of a certain prophecy, Kushina and Minato were forced to focus on Menma, who was a prodigy as well as healthy and perfectly fit. As now we see Naruto, who was watching this, he suddenly turned to the other side as there was a knock there. Naruto, it's me. I'm coming in. As it was his father, and Naruto was quite shocked because it was for the first time since he could remember that his father has come up there. What is it, Touchan? Said the little 3-year-old boy. As the door opened, as Minato stood there, he was not looking at Naruto, looking somewhere else because he couldn't see his son. He felt a little bit of guilty for what he has done to his boy. At the same time, Naruto scared him. Your mother and I have something to discuss with you and your brother. And so, Naruto was brought downstairs, as on the other side, Kushina and Menma has returned as well. Great, you two are here. The thing is that my sensei has sent in a letter and we have to make preparations. Preparations? For what, Minato? As Naruto was just standing there, rubbing his arm, as he did not know what was going to happen. But what he did not know was that it would be the beginning of his pain. We are going to go on a training trip. Sensei has seen through his spy's eyes that there are a lot of people keeping an eye on us and our family. And because of that, we have to go into hiding. That is why it is decided that me, you, and Menma will go. But what about? As all eyes turned towards Naruto, as Naruto looked down, I was asking if What about me, Touchan? You will have to remain here, Naruto. You have to be brave. What? What do you mean by that? You will be sent to an orphanage. As Naruto's eyes widened. Why? Did I do something wrong? No. You'll be safe there, son. You will be safe and it would be best for you. As Naruto remained quiet, I want you to pack your stuff. I will personally hand you over to the mortgage. You will be safe there until we return. And once we do, everything will be fine. You have to be strong until then. I'll try my best, said the 3-year-old. As after Naruto went upstairs to grab his things, Kushina told the same thing to Menma. As Minato was dragged to the other side of the room into a corner by Kushina. What the hell are you doing, Minato? What? It is the only option. Sensei wants us to go into hiding. The masked person and his people are out there. And they have not only been scouting out Konoha, but the other Jinchurikis as well. This is not good, Kushina. Being spied on by these people. It's dangerous. We have to go into hiding. We're not prepared yet for another invasion or a surprise attack. What about Naruto then? Even if he looks different, he is still our son. We vowed that we will keep him safe within our home. You're pushing him out? He is the council said that he is the perfect bait. People are enraged, Kushina. And look at him. He's not gonna have a normal life. In this way, he'll be kept safe for a time being, and people will be able to be happy to vent out their anger. Kushina's eyes widened. You're making him into a scapegoat? You're selling out your own son? No, I'm not doing that. I'm giving the people what they want. A chance to divert their hatred towards someone else. He is our son. I know, Kushina, but do you want them to hate both of our children? Menma could still have a chance. Naruto doesn't. I don't know, Minato. Trust me, Kushina. This would work. I can't look Naruto into the eyes. He reminds me of that night. He reminds me of the Kyuubi himself. What if it is Naruto? What if it is Kyuubi impersonating as our son? Don't you trust your own sealing capabilities? I do, but I did make a mistake, and that is why Naruto looks different. And that is why, with a heavy heart, I have to do this. The council is right. The people are beginning to ask questions, beginning to think that it is both of our kids that are the Kyuubi spawns. I can't let this happen to Menma. It's unfortunate that it had already to Naruto, but Menma, no. That is why. As much as I hate this and don't want to agree to this, I can't throw away my other child already, since one is already doomed. As this was going on, Naruto, unaware, was packing his stuff as he came downstairs. I'm ready, Tojan. As Naruto and Minato begin to walk. Nay, Tojan, once you come back, can we go out on a picnic? Oh, yeah, sure, son. Well, we can. Why not? As Naruto smiled. I always wanted to. As the 3-year-old was then dropped off to the orphanage, and Minato returned. Within a week after of Naruto being dropped there, Jiraiya returned and the Uzumaki Namikaze family departed and Hiruzen Sarutobi took the charge. An year passed. Everything was normal. Naruto still missed his family and parents, but was hoping for their return and their promise. And one night, while he was on his own on his 5th birthday, something happened. The orphan Matrix, in the middle of the night, in the middle of the cold December night, came down there to where the bunks were, grabbed Naruto, and threw him outside. What is going on, ma'am? Get out of here, demon. How dare you? How dare you lie to my face? Monster, you don't belong here. Don't show your face ever here again. As the door was slammed onto Naruto's face, as Naruto, who was wearing thin clothes, was now shaking with cold. What is going on? Why am I thrown here? As now we see, Naruto then began to walk and wander around because he had to find a place to remain warm, maybe a shop. But as soon as he turned towards the shop owner literally pushed him outside. "Get the hell out of here, you damn monster! What are you doing here, you damn demon?" As Naruto literally flinched as he began to run away from there until he noticed that people were glaring at him and began to soon form a mob. And then it happened. He was grabbed from the back and then slammed against a wall as people surrounded him. So this is where you happen, huh, QB? Hiding in the plain sight, like the trickster fox you are. Thank God to our Kage who told us who you really are before he left. We have vowed to him that we will finish what he started and you will die for impersonating the fourth Hokage's child and for lying and making a mockery out of us and of our pain. And so, the torture commenced. The 5-year-old child was beaten to the inch of his life and then grabbed by the same people and thrown into the river that led him down the stream. As the poor 5-year-old finally reached into the valley of the end, at the edge of the cliff that where the waterfall was, his eyes opened. Amidst of the pain, his Uzumaki genes trying their best to start the healing process, but because of his weakened chakra coils and weakened chakra, he was having the hard time. And that is when he heard this voice. Well, he was afraid, terrified of what was going on. What was everyone talking about and why was he here, beaten? "It's all my fault. You shouldn't have to suffer in my name," said a deep, crumbling voice, as Naruto had tears in his eyes. He couldn't call out for help. He didn't have any strength. It was cold, and he had a lot of wounds, and blood was seeping out faster than the wounds could shut down and heal. All he could think was his family, his parents, his father, and his promise to him. Unbeknownst to him that his own family, his own father had sold him out to the wolves so that the other could survive. As Naruto didn't understand that. "Oh, John, save me. Anyone, please." But no one did. As QB, gathering as much chakra as it could, not able to bear with it, then tried its best to fight for Naruto. Even though it was supposed to be a soul, fighting against the seal, it was locked in. It gathered chakra in huge amount and then tried to pump it into Naruto so that it could heal. And it was working. But Naruto, he was weakened. He was only a child. How much he could fight. Kyuubi was enraged at Minato, enraged at everyone, so much so that he had enough time to tell out to Naruto what has happened to him. "Your own parents sold you out, kid. You don't need to remember them in your dying moments. They were the ones who did this to you. Your father did. All of those Konahans. That is why I detest them. They always hate what they don't understand. They aim to kill. They always think the others are the demons when they are the ones walking in the human skin." As Naruto, whose eyes were getting heavy, as his body was cold now, he looked up with tears that were visible in his eyes, looking up towards the sky and called out to the heavens, "Help me, please. I don't want to die like this." But no answer came. Naruto, in his anger and frustration and in sorrow and hurt, then called out to the heavens for one last time. "I want every one of them to suffer. All of them. All of them who has wronged me." And with that, the final tears fell, and the flames of his life extinguished. Naruto's body was still, eyes still looking up at heavens, as tears were unshed left into his eyes. Kurama, the poor fox, also for the first time shedded tears, as he had a scowl on his face. He did not want to admit it, that he felt pity for one of them, those who have wronged him and his kin, but he couldn't be that much of a monster, now could he? The odds were always up against this child, and now he has perished, and he couldn't do anything to stop it. And the worst thing was, it was from his own family, his own village that were supposed to protect him, stand by his side. If the heavens won't answer, then I will. And suddenly lightning struck down near Naruto. As Kurama's eyes widened, huge amount of clouds began to gather. Huge amount, enormous amount of them. And it began to rain. And rain heavily, as Naruto's body fell down from the water cliff. Gently, it landed at the bottom of the other side of the Valley of the End, where a water burial, as if by heaven itself, was given to Naruto. The child of prophecy that was supposed to be. But he couldn't be, because of the same people that he was supposed to save. As now we see, earthquakes begin to happen as well. Volcanoes erupted. And many natural disasters, tsunamis hit. Even windstorms, thunderstorms, and much more disasters struck. The economic state of each and every elemental nation was hit hard. So much so that the disasters continued for a consecutive year. And the year following. And the next year. Not slowing down at all. At that point, since Naruto died at the age of 5, it had been 8 more years, as Menma has reached at the age of 13, and so had Minato and Kushina. The whole elemental nation has become a survival ground. People fought for even small amount of grains or rice. Nobody was safe. Everyone was spread with malnourishment. And it was hunt or be hunted out there now. But it didn't end there. Minato and Kushina and Jiraiya were about to be hit with the biggest slap across their face at the hands of the same summoner who has told them about the prophecy. As the Toad summoning clan summoned them, as the 4 of them arrived, a little bit malnourished but still capable enough to fight. Who is the child of prophecy? Make him step forward, because he is the only one who will be able to save us. Menma, although a little bit slim and thin, stood proud. It is me. Menma Uzumaki no Mikaze. No. It should be another child of yours. Where is he? As Minato gulped, licking his lips, I don't know. He's back at home in Konoha? Bring him. Because he is the only one who can stop this. What do you mean by that? Last time you said that it was Menma. I thought it was Menma, but it changed. Heavens are mad, Jiraiya. We played God in prophecy. Something that we should not have done. We all made a mistake. A mistake so much so that the heavens have answered to the calls of that boy. You mean to say that all of this is going on is because of my brother Naruto? Said Menma. Yes, boy. He called out to the heavens, and they have answered. It won't stop until he forgives you all. Bring him. Only he can stop this disasters. And if they don't stop, we all will perish. And so, all of them returned back to Konoha. But as soon as questioning began, terror spread across their face when they found out that the child was killed 8 years ago and thrown across the river. Minato was now clutching his hair. What have I done? No, this is not how it was supposed to go. And that is when a fight broke out between him and the council. You all were supposed to protect him. You all were supposed to take out your anger at him and let him be. You weren't supposed to kill him. He was still my child. You sold out to the child to us, Minato, said Danzo. You must have known that each and everything has come at a price. The people hatred can go fuck itself. Now what are we gonna do? Yelled out Minato. There's nothing we can do now. Nothing. But that wasn't all. The next shock came when the temples in which the shamans existed all were struck down by lightning, and the demons that they had captured all escaped, and literal hell descended upon them. Humans were being teared apart, like sheeps hunted down by packs of wolves, and the shinobis, even with their mighty chakra, couldn't do anything. Iwa, Kumo, Kiri, Suna, each and every village was targeted. Those who were victims like Naruto or have suffered. Only they somehow were able to survive and were unaffected, as if some unknown forces were protecting them. And then, one by one, the numbers depleted until Minato and his family found only one way to escape. They sold out their villages to the demon, escaping, turning their backs on them, and ran away to the summoning clan. And they revealed everything. The world is ending, Minato. You and your decision making is the cause of that. There's nothing we can do but accept our fate. A dying child called out to the heavens in his last breath, asking for justice. And it has been served. There's nothing we can do about it, because we all were the ones in the wrong. As that is when the demon army noises were heard. They were approaching and approaching fast. Minato knew that this was about to be his last battle, but before it even could begin, a huge monster stood tall. So much so that with a single blast of its flames, Minato and everyone else turned to ash. Dead. Just like that. And then, divine retribution came and the demon themselves alongside the planet were destroyed. The Otsutsuki's watching this from afar. They were downright mortified and terrified. And then realized that they were not the gods that they thought they were. They were forces higher above them. Forces that would literally destroy them if they tried to step out of line like how these people did. All because of one child. One child who was wronged. Wronged by his own family, wronged by everyone since the beginning of his life. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my Mayta Apologia channel as well. And yeah, I know it's quite extreme, but I had this idea going around in my head. I was reading quite a fanfiction on fanfiction.net app. It was quite sad and incomplete, so yeah, my mind was working on another story altogether. I mean, how can I make it more bad than it already is? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this one. Anyways, enough said. This is it for the day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.